Hello, I am Thomas Kumkara, Regional Dean of the TTUHSC School of Pharmacy in Amarillo. I would like to welcome you for the virtual tour.
Hello and welcome P1s. My name is Alex, I'm a current P2 and I'm going to be taking you on the virtual tour of the Hodge School of Pharmacy. So come on. The next thing I want to show you is our student lounge. This is where you can study, eat lunch, hang out with friends, but let's take a look. So we have lots of tables. My first year, I like to spend a lot of time in here having lunch with friends, especially between lab and our lectures. Also, I use it as a really good study place. Alright, and so once you get to the student lounge, you actually have this area here. You have a sink, a couple of microwaves for heating up your food. And so you're going to use these if you're going to be eating here in the lounge. We also have a soda machine and a vending machine for snacks and stuff. And then these are going to be your two closest restrooms to the student lounge. So here at the School of Pharmacy, we have many different orgs. I myself am a part of a few. There's two fraternities here, PDC, which is Phi Delta Chi. So if you take a look here, we have many different boards. They show you about all the different orgs that we have. And here we have the Texas Panhandle Poison Center. And it's going to be in this office here. This is where they'll handle those phone calls. But for us, we use these rooms down here as study rooms. So we have 3 different study rooms here. And we also have some cubicles. This is going to be a quiet area. So if you need some quiet studying space, this is where you're going to use it. Alright, so this is our auditorium, and this is the Harrington Lecture Center. This auditorium, if you take a look inside, is going to be used mainly for our grand rounds, but it'll also be used for any sort of large event that we have. There's lots of seating. If you have any like special events with special speakers, anything like that, that's what this is. The location is used for. Now we're here on the 3rd floor. This is going to be room 336. This is where you're going to have your anatomy lab. So in this lab, you're not allowed to have any drinks or food here because we have these anatomage tables, which are very expensive, and we're going to show you a little bit about them here today. We have Dr. Snyder showing us a little bit about them. They are very cool, and we're going to take it away here.
Well, it's a large virtual cadaver. It's taken from a real data set. So the idea is that you're able to manipulate it as if it were an actual cadaver. And I've made some no cuts so I can just basically peel the skin off. So you can make presets. Of course, I can load presets, and you'll have accompanying software on your computers that let you do basically the same thing. And the idea is that you just have to keep track of each system. So you may be studying one in one given week, and you may only study part of a system, but that should help you with whatever you're studying in your didactic components. And you know, when you get to play around with it, you just, you know, if you get to spend some time with it. Not everyone does, especially with this upcoming year, but the idea is that you should be able to at least have a little flex here in Amarillo. So you could create your own study guides. You can actually color code any system, and the entire body. This is actually how I pick images from my practicals and stuff. And you can visualize any body system. Starting up from this guy's actual skeleton. Of course, you can make free cuts anytime you want. And you can just excise what would be the actual tissue. I've actually cut into the skeleton. That's actually bone tissue. So I'll restore this.
Alright, so this is the second floor. So on the second floor, We'll see a couple more labs. But also what I want to show you is, we got some study rooms. This might be lost. It is. So this is one of the study rooms that we have. There's a couple on the other floors as well. You can reserve these by speaking to student services, and you'll have a schedule here of who it's reserved for. So if you want to make sure you have a room, especially for finals, you want to make sure you reserve it. Okay, so here, this is the second floor. This is our lab for 208. This is going to be our sterile compounding lab, or essentially where we make our IVs. So this is all the garbage we're going to use when we gown up and where we wash up here. Make sure we're sterile. You come on down here and take a look. These are going to be the hoods that we work under. So, like I said, I'm a P2. This will be a lab that I do in my the spring semester. So here's our compounding lab. In this lab will be your spring semester of your first year. You'll be using this setting here to compound lozengers, medicated lollipops, all different sorts of things, and you'll have all these different drawers with all the different equipment that you'll need. It's a very, very fun lab. Like I said, it will be in your spring, so hopefully you'll be able to enjoy that this coming spring semester. Alright, so this is just one of the research labs that we have here in the school. These are their workstations here. As a P1, you really won't get a chance to work in these areas, but you just know that we do have them, and if you're ever looking to get into research for your CV, you can talk to some of the doctors here. They'll be all the best. Okay, so located in the basement, we have the Texas Pharmacy Museum. So if you follow me in here, give you a little tour. So we have a lot of vintage pharmacy equipment and medicines. Take a look here. All these different vitamins, things like that. They have lots of mortar and pestles. In the compounding lab, you'll get to use some of the mortar pestles. Here are some of the older ones that they had. Alright, so this is the School of Medicine. There's a few places that you may need to have access to here. One will be the pharmacy, which Dr. Simmons runs, and we'll take a look at it here. Another will be the family medicine offices, you get discounted visits to, and also the lounge area. So let's take a look at it. Here we have the pharmacist, which you may actually end up doing a rotation for. Does that make sense?
Good, how are y'all?
Doing well. We're just taking everyone on a little tour, showing the pharmacy that we have here. Okay. So is there anything that you can tell them about these incoming P1 students?
If you need anything at all, we can definitely help you. That's not a problem. We do lots of shots, health insurance, very competitive pricing. Sometimes we have opportunities for volunteering, which is always good. Okay?
Everyone, thank you very much. Now in the student center, we have a pool table, we have study tables, there's some cubicles as well, so let's take a look. Alright, so in the student center, we have a pool table, we have a foosball table, a couple different TV screens, and most importantly what we're going to have access to are the different tables. These are what you'll use to study, if you want to just hang out. Sometimes it can be a little loud in here, so it's usually just more of a hangout spot, but they do have some tables outside as well. You can take a look, and just a pretty good place to chill. So this is the PAC building. This is where you spend most of your time, especially for your lectures. And we'll take a look at the lecture halls here inside. Okay, and so this is the P1 room. All these little things you see hanging down here are microphones. So these microphones here, we'll just point out, you'll be able to hear through TechLink, so you can talk to other campuses, so Dallas, Abilene, you all be connected and you all can talk in live time. and this is where your lecturer is. And these will both have 2 screens for your projectors for your professors to provide their lecture notes. Okay, so follow me here. We have the 2 bathrooms that are located closest to the lecture hall right here. And then we also have our refrigerator, microwave. There's a few different ones here. Vending machines. We have a couple of refrigerators. And this is where you're gonna have access to your printers. Here, you have like a login you can do to print online. And you come over here, print here. This way you print like maybe like manuals need for labs, stuff like that. These are our refrigerators. This is the P1 refrigerator. This will be y'all's refrigerator. This is going to be the P2 refrigerator for us. Okay, so this is the student services office. So you follow me in here. This is where, if you have any issue at all, you see the ladies up here and they are going to guide you and direct you where to go. This is Jenny. I'm sure you all met her before. So you follow me in here. This is one of the rooms in the PAC-SIM Center. In this room, you'll be doing your patient assessment lab. You can do like blood pressure, glucose testing. There's lots of different tests that we do here, and it kind of simulates an office. So this is one of the rooms that we use, and it's actually a really cool lab, and I'm excited for you guys to try it out. Alright, so that's going to conclude our virtual tour. Thank you for following along with me. We are looking forward to seeing you this fall, and welcome to pharmacy school.